Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to build a elevated barn inspired house kind of. Really the only thing that's like barn like is the first level roof line, which you can see there. So it's like a little bit rounded. This was actually inspired by a house that's actually I think it's listed on a real estate website right now in the Seattle area, and I saw it on there and decided I wanted to sort of recreate it. So I used the terrain tools to elevate it up a little bit, and actually the front door is actually, I set it to be on the side of the house where those wide steps are, just because it's a little more of like, it's less, the other door you have to go through a gate and then through the house, and it's just not like I guess you can see the kitchen and stuff from there, but anyway. The backyard, like you can see me doing, is it's like a 2-level backyard. It was kind of fun doing the terrain tools for this house. I liked doing like the rock wall on like the slopes and stuff. That's what I'm doing here. I sped this up a lot because it took a long time to do. So I hope you like it, but yeah, that rock wall took a long time, and I think I sped it up by like 5,000% or something like that. Like crazy amount of speeding up on that. I also did more. I did the rock wall all the way to the wide stairs. I just didn't include it because it was pretty repetitive from the first rock wall that I did. So I cut out kind of a lot of the boring stuff. Like I was having trouble with like the roof line and getting it to work with like actually using that space up there, and various other really tiny details that eventually I figured out. So I took a lot of the stuff of me like tinkering with it out just so it was a little bit shorter. But yeah, it's on the gallery. You can search for hashtag relynhomes if you want to download it. It's got a lot of outdoor living kind of spaces in the front here and in the back. I think there's 4 bedrooms. The master's on the first level. And let's see, 3 bathrooms, and every bathroom has a shower or a bathtub, one or the other. Yeah. I guess I spent a lot more time on the lower level than I did on the upper level, and that was just because I really like designing like kitchens and stuff like that. Bedrooms are a little bit more boring unless they're like the master bedroom where you can kind of get creative with like a big closet and stuff like that. So I left, like I didn't do a whole lot of detailing to the upstairs, but it still looks nice, and it still has tons of activities. Like I think almost everything from the activities thing is in this house. Like a carpentry table, chess game table, like card table, the workout machines, a gaming console, like one of those, one that connects to the TV, but also one of those like virtual reality ones. I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. There's a guitar, there's like stuff for creative sims, there's stuff for like just active sims, there's, all kinds of various things. Let's see. I was having a lot of issues with the upstairs, so I cut out a lot of me kind of figuring out like the roof line and stuff, like I said before. But eventually it does look nice. I still kind of don't know why it, like when you when you view it just with the floor, it still looks like there's no roof because like the light is really bright even though there's no lights up there. So I don't know what's up with that, but I'm sure your sim does not care if there's a roof, because unless you I guess unless you have the seasons pack. I don't know how that affects rain and stuff, so you'll have to let me know if it's a little messed up. But in this build, I started doing these little planter type things using like a low stone fence. And basically, I just used the move objects, the 9 tool to raise up some of the bushes so it looks like there's like actual dirt a little bit higher in that little area. I just thought it added a nice, like, a lot of foliage and keeping it nice and neat too. Yeah, I just thought it looked kind of cool. Let's see. Lots of lights in the backyard. I just kind of like the shape of it, even though it's really just square. I like the roof line. I like the 2 different roof lines. The top level is the rounded and the first level is rounded and the top is the straight. But that's kind of how it was on that house that I looked at on that real estate app. So, I went with some light, you'll see in a sec, I went with some light wood for the floors on the lower level just to keep it nice and bright, and dark cabinets and those things. Lots of dark trim and lots of like hints of blue, just to go off the siding on the outside. Yeah. I don't actually typically put a different like flooring in the kitchen area, but I thought because it was so like secluded, even though there's no walls, like it was definitely, it's like its own room. Usually I make like really open concept houses, and like changing the flooring for like a little section of the kitchen seems kind of odd, but I like actually how this turned out. I actually really like how this kitchen turned out. I like the contrast with the windows and the walls and all the plants and stuff. It's just kind of cool. I like it. There's a bar, as you can see, and there's a little living room area over there. I'll get to that in a sec. This is the main level bathroom. There's also a bathroom in the master bedroom. I struggled a little bit with like how to lay this out the best way, and I decided to put 2 sinks in there, and then I put a half wall up, which you'll see in a second. I moved it because where I put it initially did not make sense at all. And I guess that was really just because, so it was sort of like the privacy thing. I think if a sim is using the bathroom and that wall is there, they won't get like embarrassed if someone walks in to use the sink. So I did it that way just to make the space a little more usable to more sims. Yeah, and it has a bathtub and everything. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? I actually didn't forget to put a trash can in this house. I put one inside and I put one outside, which is great because usually when I build a house and I put it on the gallery, I'm like, yay, house is done. And then I realize I forgot a trash can. So didn't forget that this time. I probably forgot something else, but I just can't remember what. I tried to put every activity in there, so we'll see if I actually did forget anything. Yeah, so this is a really good, kind of a big family house, but kind of nice for just like a family of 5 or something. There's, like I said, there's 4 bedrooms, but one of the bedrooms has 2 single beds in it. So like I was thinking, I had in my head that there would be like 2 teenagers get the big rooms, and then 2 twins or smaller children would get the 2 single beds. Yeah. I sort of have ADD, I guess, with like decorating, because sometimes I'll forget about something and then I'll see it as I'm decorating another room, and then I'm like, oh, I want to put that in the kitchen and go back and add it later. So that's why you kind of see me jumping around a lot. Plus, I edited some of the more boring things out, or like if I made a big change and then changed it back, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna cut that out of the video because that is useless. So yeah, and as you can see, there's a piano. There's really like everything you need for your sim to basically not go anywhere. Lots of things to do in this house. A good entertaining house too, because all the outdoor living areas and stuff. Yeah. The upstairs is not as exciting, I will say. This is where I was struggling with the roof line. Because I wanted to put some beams up there, and trying to get rooms to be there when they're not. It's just, ugh. Yeah. Anyway, plus the oddly shaped roof in the first place made it a little trickier. What was really cool about the upstairs, though, is like right there is a bathroom that I put in. I think I kept that part in, but it's basically like a Jack and Jill bathroom, because those on the 2 sides are the bigger bedrooms. And I just kind of liked using that little space, filling it in with a bathroom. And it works really well, and I tested everything. The sim can use everything, even though it's like technically in the roof line. But I just thought that was kind of cool. Just I guess a good use of space on my part, if I do say so myself. And then on the other side, on the other roof line, it was a little bit wider, so that's where I was able to put like all the workout equipment and everything like that. The master bedroom, actually, I didn't spend as much time on this one as I have on previous builds. Like on my octagonal house, I spent a lot of time on the master bedroom, but that was also an extremely weird shape, and I had to make everything fit, and I did do a lot of detail in it, but that's on the gallery too. I haven't uploaded a video for that one, but I think I have it all recorded, and it's just a matter of putting it together. I don't know why I do other videos first before I do that one, since it's already made. But, you know, that's the way it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the bathroom here in a second. Yep. There we go. So the bathroom has a lot of little clutter items. I put this little accent table in there just to kind of make it a little more lived in. And then put the towel bars there, and then I put some shelves on the other side, just with some candles and stuff, going for a whole like Friends theme with like a bunch of candles next to the tub. Yeah, there's a couple of desks. There's 2 upstairs, I believe. There's one here. All of them have computers. You could probably take one of the computers out. I don't think it's necessary to have that many, especially for not a huge family. But this the master bedroom also has access to the outside with 2 French doors, and I think those doors are from the Get to Work pack, I believe, or expansion. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're from. Yeah, I don't have all the expansion packs, so but I try to do as much base game stuff as possible, just because I know when I'm downloading something and there's a ton of stuff in a pack that I don't have, it's like frustrating, because like I can't, you know, I have to buy everything and I have to figure out like, oh, what went here, and yeah, first world problems. But yeah, so I try to do a lot of base game stuff. There is obviously, it's inevitable that you'll use something from a pack that you own. So that's what happened sometimes, but for the most part, I try to do base game stuff. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in here. And now that I'm watching this again, like there's that fish tank, there's the computers, the exercise equipment, the card table there, the stereo, and here are the bedrooms. But there's also like in one of the bedrooms, I made like one of the bedrooms sort of like a music kind of theme with like a keyboard and a guitar and a violin. And then the other one is more of like if a teen sim wants to do like clothing design, there's like a design board and some mannequins and just stuff to do that with. But yeah, I think it's about done. So I took some screenshots in the back or in the at the end, so those are in there if you want to see what it looks like all done. Those will pop up shortly, but thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys for the next build.